The rise of digital media has influenced the rate of reading in the world. It is no surprise innovative means have been created to encourage youths to read. One of them is the mobile library called iRead. This is a platform that goes around schools, residential areas, and religious settings to expose children to reading at their fingertips. Some children want to read but don't have money to buy books to read. The mobile library has become an advantage. Kaftan TV spoke with CEO iRead Funmi Ilori, and she took us on a tour into the world of mobile library. Ilori has big dreams. One of them is to have the biggest library in Africa. She takes us through how the dream started.
iRead came up as an idea from having attended a leadership training. I attended a leadership training at Daystar Leadership School, and in that place they told us to write down a dream, a big dream that you would not be able to achieve. And that day, through the inspiration of God, I put down to build the largest library in Africa. I didn't understand what that dream was, but that was what I wrote after all. They said the one we will not be able to achieve. And after some time, they asked us to develop the dream and write down the people we're going to need to accomplish the dream. So I started asking all of my colleagues that what would they do if they were to set up the largest library in Africa. I got a lot of information, and that was how I put it together, thinking I was going to win an award for the best writer. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to submit the write-up. We were told to go and start with what we have. And as much as I felt very downcast to say, oh no, you should have just given me an award, I took my books that I had in the house and put it in a basket. I had some DVDs, I put that in another basket. And I started going from house to house, telling people that I was running a mobile library. After all, I was moving from one place to the other. So the adults started borrowing the books to read. They were paying 50 naira at the time, but they were not reading. And because the adults were not reading, it was quite discouraging. I did that for about a year and I stopped. But my passion for children made me go into education. I started teaching. My background was urban and regional planning, but I wanted to be with children. So I got into the school and started teaching. I did a postgraduate diploma in education thereafter. But 10 years down the line, I received a call from my younger sister that the federal government was giving out grants to people that had good business ideas. And she said, oh, auntie, because you love children, maybe you should start up a school. And I told her, no, I don't want to start a school. I have a dream. My dream is to build the largest library in Africa.
She has been able to merge the traditional and modern style of reading. But how has innovation helped the reading culture?
Even though we have our mobile libraries in vans, we've also started up our online platform where children can go in, sign up as members, and begin to read. We have unlimited books. Now, this particular online library has almost 8,000 books, and you can access everything. But then carrying 8,000 books in the van, you can only read one per time. So there is no way innovation and the digital world would not influence reading.
There is no friend as loyal as a book. Cultivating a reading culture is part of growing up. Let's hear what the children have to say.
Books are interesting, adventurous. They give knowledge for education. It is because it teaches me what is not good and what is good.
I like reading because it makes me learn. I like reading big books and smaller books. When I dance, I like reading. In the morning, I like going to the library to read. It's good to read. It makes me learn good things out of the book.
I like reading because, as Anaji says, knowledge is power. And when you read, you gain knowledge. And when you have knowledge, you have the power to do some things.
Story time, everybody come and learn. Story time, bring your friends along. Bring your friends along. Bring your friends along. Bring your friends along.
iRead has made reading an exciting experience. Just look at how the children are running to read. Findings have shown that the habit of reading guarantees a bright future.